Good afternoon, Wicked fans. I'm here with Teddy. Woo! So today we got a very exciting day. We've had a very special package that I've been waiting for ages. So we're going to open that soon. And I've got a couple of things to show you as well. So here we are with Teddy. So usually I have a reborn doll here as well. Well, I kind of do have a reborn doll, but she's in parts, or he's in parts, he's a boy. So I do have one of my orders that I'm working on here to sort of show you a little bit of a bit of a progress with him, because he's quite an interesting doll. And I know some of you who, well, maybe if you're artists or not artists, you're still going to find the process a little bit interesting. So let's meet the reborn doll. So a friend of mine has ordered a avatar baby, and so I've been slaving away making that one. I know I haven't been doing custom orders, but for friends I kind of still do it. I just don't do it for the wider community because it was just taking up too much of my time. Oh my god, Lyra, stop eating my thong. Get a puppy, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Choose my thongs. Don't chew my thong. Oh my god. So, people in America, we call flip-flops thongs. So, just in case you're like, thongs? Why is she calling that a thong? Us Aussies, we call these thongs, not flip-flops. So, that's where that comes in. So, yeah, doggy spit on it. Anyway, so a friend of mine has ordered a avatar doll, so I thought I'd show you a little bit of a work in progress of it. So this is a reborn doll for those of you who don't really know what I do. So these ones, they're a vinyl doll and they're recreated to make them look incredibly lifelike. So that's what I've done with this guy. So this sculpt, it comes as just one base color, so just the factory vinyl color, and then using heaps and heaps of very fine watered down layers, we create life. I feel like a god. So I'm going to come a little bit closer so that I can show you the detail on this little one. So they are, like, I'm still probably, like, I've done, finished, this is all the base. So from now on, I do all the fine details. I do veining, I do a little bit more around the eyes. I'm finished modeling, but I've also got to do all the stripes and the little designs that the Navi babies have. So I'll give you a close-up of the eyes. They're polyresin eyes. I've done the amber eyes as opposed to blue because I thought they would pop on him a little bit more. I was going to do a beautiful sort of baby blue, but they looked nice, but weren't really popping. And when I re-watched Avatar to make this little guy a little while back, when they do grow up, they do get those beautiful amber eyes. So you see a lot of people do avatars their sort of way. This is the way I do mine. So what I've done is I've laid down all of my base layers. I've put in some modeling. You can see I've done a lot of foundation colors as well. So there's not just blue. When I get an avatar to do, I don't just lay down blue. I use a lot of different colors. I use greens, I use yellows, I use pinks, I use flesh tones. I use my blues, a lot of different blues. I use a little bit of purple. Just to create a little bit of depth. So it's really hard to see on the camera, but there is quite a bit of modeling there. I've done a little crown there. I haven't quite finished that just yet. But yeah, so I like to do my dolls quite dramatic. Some people prefer something that's a little bit more subtle, but I'm all about creating drama and realism. And to do that, requires a lot of work. It requires weeks and weeks of work. So it's taken me quite a number of weeks to get to this stage of this guy, and he's now ready. Now I've got to map out to do all of the stripes and the dots and the things like that. And I've still got a fair amount of detail to put around the nose, the eyes, and the lips on this guy. As I'll show you the cute little hands. So little hands being done. I've still got to do the nails. So that's just the base coat of the little nails on that. So I've done the creasing, and a lot of the details are a little bit darker than what I normally would on a normal baby. But that's only because I will be going over that with some stripes and things like that. And I kind of, there's a vision in my head. Vision of madness. So, but there's a little hand. So I've popped a little pink and purple in there as well. I've still got to do a little bit of veining with that as well. So there's the other hand. So you can sort of see the green tinge there. I like my customers or the new mummies of my babies to be able to look at the dolls and be able to see a myriad of colours and depth in there. I'll also be putting a little bit of sparkle on this layer as well before I actually do the stripes, just so there's a little bit of fine glittery detail. So the glitter that I actually use is actually a Reborn glitter. It's made by Aussie Reborn Supplies. So anyone that has my dolls and they've got that little very fine sheen of glitter on there, that's a Aussie Reborn Supply glitter. And it's specifically been made up for air dry reborns, or you can use it for heat set as well. And what it does is on a more fantastical baby, more a fairy, something that's a little bit more magical, it just gives that very fine glitter of the skin without, you know how sometimes glitter, it can look glittery. This is a little bit more realistic. It's a little bit finer and much nicer to the eye. So there's his little foot as well. So very important, guys, to do your creasing. I know a lot of artists that don't do creasings, but it is very important to do your creasing and to do your creasings properly as well. It still requires, you don't just paint lines, which is something that I see a lot of. You want to, I actually do my creases in layers. So maybe my first layer might be a bit liney, but then as I build up that depth of color with different colors in my creases, I actually fan that out and make that a little bit more blended. Just so you know, because when you look at a face on a human being, you're not just seeing lines, you're seeing a bit of it's really graduated. The color is very graduated and pigmented, and it flares out and it blends out. So that's why it's so important, guys, to do really good blending with not only just like your sweet spots, but also on the line work as well. But yeah, that's a little guy that I've been working on. I was trying to have him finished can't talk today. Trying to have him finished for Mother's Day, but it didn't happen that way. Avatars are a lot of work. They really are, which is why I charge so much for them. And we also have another little person to show here today. This is Emert. Emert is a horseman doll. He's a ventriloquist doll. I have an absolute fascination with ventriloquist dolls. I love them. So he's got a little drawstring that helps him to speak. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of restoration to him because he's got a few chips on his head. He's actually the reproduction of an actor who used to portray clowns in the 1930s, and his name was Emert. So this is a doll in his likeness. And he came nudie Ooh, he's got no clothes on, so we're going to make him some clothes. So the thing with Emert, the actor Emert, in the 1920s and 30s was he used to be really hobo looking. He used to wear these suits, but they'd be like really, really trash bags, sort of. Yeah, he was like a hobo clown. That was his character. So when we were looking for clothes for Emert, because I'm going to make them. Oh, dogs are going crazy. We decided that, oh, this is a great book, by the way. Anyone who likes to do sewing for dolls, fantastic book. And there's more than one. Great book. This is like my Bible. So anyway, I wanted something that was hobo-y, but something that was still quite classic and very cool and me. So Emmet and we chose out that one. So that's the one we're going to make for him. And I've cut out all the pattern here. So when I cut out my patterns, like this book actually comes with all the patterns in there. But so I'm not cutting up a nice book, I use baking paper. And I trace and cut out my patterns, and that gives me a lot of freedom to actually try them on the doll before I cut out the material, to make sure that it fits him. So the only problems I've been seeing with this pattern and my dolly Emmet is that I'm going to have to make the sleeves just slightly bigger because his arms are a little bit bigger than the pattern, but otherwise it's going to fit quite well. So this is part of his shirt front. And here's his trousers, so that gets put on a fold and cut out. I find I'd actually taught myself to sew last year. So with the help of a friend, a good friend of mine helped me. But I did learn to sew last year during COVID lockdown. And it was something that I always wanted to do, but something that I wasn't a very good strong point with me. But I've managed to learn. This is a sleeve, and yeah, I love sewing. It's like putting a puzzle together. So when you're putting your patterns together, it's just like putting a puzzle together. So I've learned all my different stitches that I need for my sewing, because I do predominantly, because I work on such small hairy bears, because I do a lot of bears, a lot of animals. I do a lot of hand sewing, but some of this I'll probably do on the machine. So I'll put that aside. The other thing that's been happening here as well is I'll be having a stall at the Brisbane Doll and Bear Show in August, and I bought a little collection of dolls to make some Cupid dolls on sticks. So these little ladies will be getting dressed up and put on sticks, and will be there for sale at the show. These are quite popular. Sometimes I make them scary. I'm thinking of making them little witchies this year. She reminds me of Samantha from Bewitched, so probably make a couple of them into little witchies, and maybe a couple of prettier ones and a couple of fairies. We'll see. They'll tell me what they want to be. Ooh, a little blonde one could be a Sabrina. Put a little red dress on her, give her a black hat, and we've got a Sabrina. So we'll be working on those as well. Alright, so all that aside, we do have our very special package. So I'm going to put Ted there. You sit there, Teddy. So I love to do the virtual doll conventions. Virtual doll convention is an online doll show, and it's held on Facebook or on their website. So if you Google virtual doll convention, you'll be able to come up with the convention. And Rachel is the wonderful lady that does this. She's such a giving person, such a wonderful person. Her videos and her emails every morning just make me smile. They make my day. But anyway, her and Robert Tonner got together to bring out more Ellowyn Wildes. Now, I've only got one Ellowyn Wilde. She's a steampunk girl. She's in one of my other videos. So when they released Ellowyn at the last convention, I was like, oh my God, gotta have one of those. And I was really lucky. I managed to get her. There's other, like they do ton of dolls. Like there's Kate at the other conventions that they've had as well, but I haven't yet been able to get myself a Kate that I wanted last time. I wanted a redhead Kate, but they sold out before I could get it, because I'm kind of in Australia and they're kind of in America, and when they open up the forums for buying, yeah, because us Australians are still in bed, we kind of miss out. So, but I didn't miss out this time, so it was really awesome. So let's open this one. She's got a lovely little stamp there. She's got a sticker of Ellowyn Wilde. But yeah, these conventions are really amazing. They're very informative. Like there's lots of video logs of people's collections, how to look after dolls, about different dolls, about interesting things to do with dolls. There's videos on how to make their clothing, how to sew, different craft ideas as well. So it's just an amazing online virtual convention, and it's really great at like for 2020 and 2021, because like we've been in lockdown and COVID and everything, so we can't really we're not free to sort of go around and do everything. So these online conventions are amazing, and they're cheap to join. And yeah, it's like, get on the bus, man. Just get on the bus. Anyway, I managed to get myself my own Ellowyn, and we might open her up, because I know I have a friend here in Australia with me as well. She ordered a lot of the Tonna dolls. She ordered, I think about 3 Ellowyns, but she didn't order this one. So she'll be really keen to see what mine looks like. We've been sort of talking, and yeah, she's like, you have to show me yours when you get it. And yeah, I hope she's gotten hers today too. So let's open mine, because there was like different types of Ellowyn Wilde dolls. So I got one called Puff Piece, and she got like pedal pusher, and I think she got 2 of the clothes as well. So they don't just release one doll, they release a variety. Like they'll release Kate in different hairstyles and outfits and stuff, and they did the same with Ellowyn as well. It was really cool. So I just opened the box. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm one of these people that's fumbling with scissors in a box opening. It's kind of my pet hate, and I'm doing it myself. It annoys people. Sorry. All right. So it's beautifully presented. Robert always presents his dolls just amazing. I was really a little bit heartbroken when he closed his Tonna store. So there we are, there's the box. How amazing is that box? Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, the paper's just divine, guys. Look at the paper. Even the paper's beautiful. So classy. I love it when I get classy dolls. Oh, wow. She's so pretty. Oh, should I let you look? She is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to hold her up and let you have a look what she looks like in the box. But we're going to open her because I'm going to play with her. I know there's some people that are like, don't open your dolls, leave them in the box, but I'm going to open her and I'm going to enjoy her. So there's a little present in here too. Little package of little presents. Oh, please excuse my nails too. I've been working with clay and resin in my studio. Wow. Oh, that's right. There's a thing, and it's called Club Grace, And so I joined it because last month was Wizard of Oz, and you all know how much I love Wizard of Oz. Well, yeah, I bought some Wizard of Oz ruby slippers, so they popped them in here. They're so awesome. Saving on postage. So there's my little ruby slippers. Aren't they fabulous? They're just like little proper tiny, like I would, if I was little, I would wear these. I would totally wear these, and they're stamped with VDC. They're cute. So I'm going to put them on my other Tonna doll upstairs because she doesn't have shoes. I bought her second hand and she doesn't have shoes. This is my first brand new Tonna doll. I've never had a brand new Tonna doll before. Oh my God, it's like goodies galore. I got badges. I should come a bit closer. Ugh. It's a little badge. Oh my God, my nails are awful. There's a new girl in town badge. Oh, and stickers. So oh, that's a magnet. So that'll go on my fridge. And stickers. I like to, if any of you guys work with resin or want to work with resin, a really good idea to like immortalize your stickers if you don't really know what else to do with them. Resin them in coasters or wall plaques, which is what I'll be doing with these. I'll be resining these and creating, oh my God, I should have cleaned my nails. That's what happens when you get a little bit overexcited and you come out of the studio. Washed my hands, but totally didn't clean my nails. So that's wonderful. Thank you, Rachel, for that little bag of goodies. That's so cool. Okay, what else do we get in here? Oh, look at her little shoes. I'm just going to carefully pop them out of the box here. So again, a pair of shoes. Like as an adult, I love heels. I am a heel fiend. I'm either barefoot in thongs, like flip-flops thongs, or I'm in fancy heels. And look at these. They've even got a little zipper. Got a little zipper there. Aren't they just to die for? They're like tiny little mini wee shoes. Like what big people wear. I just love that. And she's got jewelry. So I'm not gonna open the jewelry just yet. I'll get her out of the box first just so I don't lose it. That's her stand. Okay, now I have to be very careful here so we don't. So she's looks like she's held into the box by ribbons, which is great because I hate how some dolls are put in a box by those plastic things and it's really hard to get them undone. She's quite big too, guys. Quite a big doll. I like the big dolls. It's fun to play with. So I'm looking a bit scruffy today because not only have I been in my studio, but I've also did yoga this morning, and I'll be teaching dance tonight, so that's why I'm a bit feral today. And here she is, and she's so pretty. I'll put the box down now. Wow. Oh my God, it's my first brand new Tonna doll. Doesn't he do an amazing job? Like Robert Tonna is just, Robert, you are the bomb. Like seriously, you, my friend, are the bomb. These dolls are just gorgeous. Look at that dress. Like it's embroidered. This is embroidered, guys. Totally embroidered. And from watching Rachel's, oh yeah. So when I watched Rachel's videos, apparently you have to check out the petticoat, because the petticoat is something else. And it totally is. I'll just carefully lift up her dress. Look at that. The detail in that. Just gorgeous. And she's got little stockings on. So we might take this off her hands, and I'll just carefully put that back in the box. So this is Ellowyn Wilde Puff Piece. I don't want to have to cut that off, but I think I'll have to. Just very carefully snip it off. There we go. All right. So there she is. Now she hasn't got her fingertips painted, so I'm going to do that myself. And you can really easily do that using, you can either use nail polish or you can use acrylic paint with a little bit of varnish. I would recommend acrylic paint with a little bit of varnish. So if you guys have like a vinyl doll like this at home and you want to do your fingernails, get a really fine brush and paint those fingernails, and then put a little bit of, pop a little bit of shiny sealant over the top of that again. So she's just gorgeous. So I'm just going to take that off, put that back in the box. So this is, her hair is amazing. So it's been styled to stay like this by the looks of that. So I won't be playing with her hair, but that's okay. I've got other dolls that I can play with their hair. So there's the curls. Those curls are permanent apparently. He's styled them to stay like that. Look at her beautiful face. It's just so pretty. Who'd have thought a goth girl like me would love a doll that's all pink and pretty? Look at that bow at the back. Beautiful blonde hair. I just love this dress. Like I'm a sucker for embroidery. I seriously am. I almost got the black one, but no, this one had my heart when I saw her, because I just loved the lace. I loved how girly she was, and the dress is just so quality. And her lipstick matches the dress. Like, so cool. So I'm going to put her shoes on. So let's have a little play. Put her shoes on. So I'm just going to be really careful because these are so dainty. I don't want to break them. There we go. So I'm assuming that goes on that foot. We'll zip that up at the back. Oop. Don't mess your hair up, sweetheart. So she comes with a stand as well, and I really like the stand. Sorry guys, I'm just being a little bit careful here because it's a little bit stiff. Just like adult shoes with zip up backs, these are a little bit challenging as well. So you just got to be a little bit careful. So to my friends, just be careful with the shoes. Just need to make sure, being really gentle with them. There we go. Ease the zipper down. Okay, and we'll put that shoe on. We'll zip that back up. Wow. Okay, they're quite difficult to put on, so they won't be coming off. Okay, but there she is with her shoes on. All right, so I'm just going to find her jewelry, and we're going to put her jewelry on. So this looks like she's got a pair of earrings. just had a big bug flying around here. So this is what the earrings look like. Beautiful. Please don't pay no attention to my nails. Usually I have my nails done, but my nail tech had a baby and she's enjoying some mummy time. Okay, we'll put that in very carefully. Okay. So she comes with her ears already pierced, and all we have to do is just slip the earrings in place. There we go. They're perfect. So perfect. Okay. And this looks like, what is that? Oh, is that a bracelet? Oh, I thought it was a necklace. I might need some help with that a little bit. I'm not so clever with little things like this. Or am I? Oh, no. Oh, I thought I had it. Sorry, I got my concentration face on. I know I'm being a bit boring. I'm not talking. But I've got to put this bracelet on. Hold my tongue in the right place. There we go. Bracelet is on. Show everybody a bracelet. Oh, look at her showing her bracelet. La-di-da-di-da. And I'll get out her little stand because I'll show you the stands. It's the same stand as my other Ellowyn has. So I'll take that carefully out of the box. So it's like a saddle. If I remember rightly. How do I get that out of there? Just got to undo the tape. There's a lot of sticky tape here. Okay, just get rid of that so I can get that. Get rid of that tape. Okay. So it's a saddle, and we just pop. I got that round the right way? Yes. We just pop that in there. I think that's what we do. There we go. And then you just pop her in the saddle. Adjust the height. And there she is. Ready to stand in my doll room. Oh, there we go. Ready to stand in my doll room. But how gorgeous is she? She is so worth the wait. She's worth it. Thank you so much, Rachel and Robert. Really, 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 really happy with her. I think she's amazing. And thank you again for all you do with the VDC too. Really great thing. All right, guys. So I'm now going to go, because I've got a few things I've got to do. I hope you enjoyed this video. yeah, I hope you didn't mind me fumbling around with the box and stuff. I know it can be a bit frustrating watching people box open, but we got there in the end. Yay! Alright guys, so catch us all later. Bye! Mwah. Say bye Teddy! Bye Emmet! Bye guys!